How are y'all good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and just like all my other videos, I am greatly appreciative that you guys are taking time out of your day, your afternoon, to listen to me talk about these specific subjects. I do not take any of you guys' time for granted. For to me, that is the most valuable thing you have on this earth is time. And, you know, although time is timeless, it goes on forever, not all of us have time. You know, when your time is up, it's a wrap. Just want to start off with that, you know, guys, I mean, so much stuff has been happening in a lot of people's lives. So many things have been happening in my subscribers' lives, in my life, and family lives, that you end up finding out that the most valuable thing that you have, besides your health, is going to be time. Period. Once that is up, that's it. And so anyway, my point in saying all that is that I appreciate you guys that's taking time out of your day to you know, listen to me talk about these specific subjects, and hopefully the things that I say is beneficial and helpful to some of you. So what happened today, ladies and gentlemen, is some of my young mentees that watches over some of my pages, they came across some videos of me with Charlie Kirk and some other things that I've done in the past. And what they did, especially on Facebook, I don't know how or why, guys, but for some odd reason, I'm starting to gain a lot of traction on Facebook a little bit. Shot up to 12,000 subscribers or followers, whatever you want to call them, on Facebook. And I guess I started kind of posting on Facebook as of late, but that never was like my main platform because I do everything on my own. I don't have no editors. I don't have anybody that actually does those things on my channel. I'm one of those people that want to do it by myself, so I don't have a lot of time to constantly post everything I do on all these different platforms. But I'm gonna do my best to do, you know, work on it to do a little better. Been working with my guy. Shout out to another orthopedic, Dr. Antoine in Texas, on how he do some of the things he do in regards to some social media stuff. So anyway, what happened is this. My mentees, they came across videos of me, like with Charlie Kirk, and the little thing I did with Charlie Kirk, videos that I did way back when I went viral for speaking out against critical race theory. And what they did is that my mentees could not figure out, why is it that out of all the comments that were on my channel on Facebook, the comments that we were getting, the comments that I was getting the most hate, the most derogatory statements from, that 90% of them came from black people. And if y'all don't understand the title of this video, I have to do it that way because YouTube were frowned upon it because I put blacks. It's a shame that you can't even do that anymore. So you see what the title of it is, right? And that's what it is. Blacks hate other blacks who are successful, accomplished, and not a celebrity. So I had to tell my mentees this, and some of them are listening right now, is that you're gonna go through this life, and this is why it comes down to being an individual. You as an individual don't have a color. The body that you're in, it has a pigmentation. You know, that's it. The body that you were born in has a pigmentation, but who you are as an individual, as a person, how your mind is, how your personality is, that has no color. Therefore, who you are inside as an individual, what your likes are, what your dislikes are, what your goals are, what your dreams are, who you are inside as a soul, line yourself up with anyone that lines up with what you like, what you plan to achieve, what your goals are as a soul. And if you line yourself up with individuals whose soul is just like yours, their belief is like yours, their personality is similar to yours, what you guys want to get out of life is similar to yours, line yourself up with those individuals and together go and accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And I'm not talking about relationship like boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm talking about anybody. All of my mentors that I had as a young man, the reason why I was heavily drawn to them is because my mentors had the same type of outlook that I did. My mentors had the same exact type of goal ambition that I did. Therefore, I lined myself up with them. Look what happened. I'm accomplished. I'm successful. But here's the deal. The reason why it's so important, young people, and any of you guys listening right now, the reason why it's so important to know who you are as an individual, in far as like being black, as y'all can see, I had to spell it out that way, being black. The reason why it's so important to focus on who you are as an individual, as a soul, is because you are going to receive so much hate. You are going to receive so much like destructive criticism because those who are either underneath you, you know, intellectually speaking, those who are underneath you, they will try to do any and everything to tear down anything that you've built, anything that you've accomplished. And then you also have those that are high in certain positions, whether it's political, whether it's actors, actresses, whether it's rock stars, pop stars. A lot of them, they will push the same type of bull crap too. You want to know why? The ones who are beneath you, intellectually speaking, they want to try to tear you down because they don't want you to be above them. They want you to stay so all of y'all can be in the same type of misery. But yet at the same time, the ones who are like celebrities, you know, actors, actresses, who are rich, they will push the same exact type of message towards you because they don't want you to get up there on their level. Because if you get up there on their level, no one is only looking at them. Now it's 2 of you. Now there's 3 of you. Now there's 4, there's 5, there's 6, and 7, and 8. Now they would act like they want you to get up there on their level. They act like that, they will say, but at the same time, the overall message is the struggle. And so now that I got that introduction out of the way, black people of a certain mindset is who I'm specifically speaking to in this matter. So I know you guys see the title says Black Hate Blacks Who Are Successful, Accomplished, and Not a Celebrity. And I'm talking about black people of a certain mindset. And I can throw some of you white liberals in there as well, because y'all up in the chats and you guys are in the comment section as well. And here's the deal. Black people, for some odd reason of a certain mindset, tend to really, really hate those of us who came from the same background that they are in right now. They hate the fact that we actually did something. I don't even like to say made it. You know what I mean? I know we say made it. What do you mean made it? See, because the lifestyle that I'm living right now, the life that I live right now, what is the made it part? If you saw what I have and what I do, what is the made it? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying that for, as an individual, in your mind, what does made it look like to you? You hear me? What does made it look like to you? Some people, I'm telling y'all right now, some people work a 9 to 5 at a department store, maybe Home Depot, Lowe's, Menards. They might be a manager at Walmart. They're doing good financially according to what they feel they should be doing. They're doing good financially, you know, married and everything. And when you see that, what's made it? What is made it? So when people look at me and say, man, you got out of there, man, you made it. What do you mean by I made it? So people, and I'm just telling you what it is. if I have multiple homes through 5 different states, 5 different vehicles I have, people look at me, man, dude, you made it. Look at you. You made it. You successful, man. Look at you. But what I'm saying is, what does that mean? So you're basing my so-called made it based off of my homes, based off of my cars. Is that what made it means? But let me tell you something. What if I have all those things, but I'm severely depressed? I hate waking up every single day of my life. I hate going to work. Every day I'm struggling because I gotta keep my mindset in check. So would you consider that to be made it? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, having superficial things does not equate to being necessarily successful. Okay? Some of y'all don't know that. So now what I'm saying as far as this, according to life that I was brought up in versus where I am right now, you can say that I made it, which but the thing is, this is gonna be hard for some of y'all to understand. There is no necessarily made it, but what I keep on telling my young people, keep making, because here's the thing, you might not believe this, I'm telling you right now. Another doctor, he's like a father to me, Dr. Becton. This man is a doctor. He's sports medicine. He became the team physician for the St. Louis Cardinals. One of the highest accomplishments you can do as a sports medicine doctor. He got a World Series ring with them too, right? World Series ring with the Cardinals. You would say, man, as a doctor, it's already crazy that you accomplished, Ty. It's already crazy that you accomplished being a doctor. Now, to go on and work for a professional sports team, that's like the pinnacle. But then, on top of that, to win a World Series with a sports team, a professional sports team as a sports medicine doctor, woo! It doesn't get any higher than that. But guess what? What y'all don't understand is that you still can meet a certain part of your life where you still want more, okay? Now, so with that being said, guess what? Dr. Becton as well, he was in the Air Force. He flew fighter jets. Are y'all listening to me? A sports medicine doctor who got on a professional sports team, won a World Series ring, but also was in the military Air Force. He flew a fighter jet, right? But then guess what after that? After his tenure in the Air Force, he switched over and now he's in the Army. He's in his late 50s right now, and he's in the Army right now. And he's telling me, he's trying to like, he's accomplishing all these different things. He's accomplished all these things, and yet at the same time, guess what? 2 different branches of the military, sports medicine doctor, and still, he's like an ambassador to these different places, still goes out of country, still do these talks. But guess what? Still, there's more. So what I'm saying that for is this. All of us have different drives, right? You can look at my life and see what I do and say, man, you made it. But yet at the same time, there are still other goals that I set for myself that I want to do. I want to go, you do things like, hey, I want to do more speaking events, which I am already. I want more kids. We're going to, instead of getting 100 kids in college this year, how about we try to get 110? And if we get close to 110, why not just shoot for 120? You always going to want more. But make sure the things that you are going to want, that you consider to be more, make sure they are things that are significant. So one of the things that I was taught by Dr. Becton as well is I want to do something that's not just going to benefit me. So make sure that whatever it is that you may do that it's not just going to be for the benefit of you, but it's going to be the benefit of others around you. So me going down the sports medicine route as well, me going into the orthopedic route and so forth, and doing things on YouTube, me going into ministry, being an evangelist, you know, being a musician, all those things, you realize those are not for you. They are for the benefit of those you might inspire. They're for the benefits of your family, the benefits of those around you. Those things are for the benefits of your patients, you know, benefits of your mentors, benefits of your mentorees. That's what it's for. So the reason why I say all that is this. A lot of you Negroes of a certain mindset, you cannot stand seeing us black men and black women being successful and accomplished. It's amazing that you literally instantly have some envy, jealousy. You get pissed off because black people who you claim are people, when you see that in your mind, that we are accomplished, in your mind that we made it, instead of coming to us. And I don't even, I promise you, I do not care about anybody coming to me, man, you did it, man. I don't care about, I tell you right now, I am more interested in individuals coming to me and asking me, hey, how can I get where you get? How can I do what you do? What can I do to become successful? I would rather have those individuals come to me versus people that come to me and say, man, look at you, you did it, man. You look at you, you did it, man. You beat all the odds, man. You worked your butt off, man. You and your family, man. You and your sons, man. I'm so proud of you, man. I would rather have people come to me and inquire about how they can be successful themselves and a lot of black men and black women are in my inner circle. We all say the same thing, but I tell you right now, I don't know what it is. And white people, if you guys are in here in this chat right now, hopefully you guys, not only are you leaving comments during this live chat, but I hope that after this live chat is over with, that you guys can answer me this question. Answer me this question. White people, when you guys accomplish something, you know, I don't know, become a doctor too, you become a lawyer, a therapist, become a nurse, you become a CEO, you become an IT person, you become a, you know, cybersecurity, you become a manager or something. If you accomplish something real good, do the white people that you grew up around, do they start to get pissed off at y'all and hate on y'all because of your accomplishment if they didn't do it? So let me give you an example. Let's just say, white person, you go off to be a doctor, a lawyer, anything like that. So you go back to your high school reunion and you find out some white people you went to school with, you know, they are, you know, they work at, some of them are not as accomplished. They work at, some of them, I'm just keeping it real. Some of them might be a manager at Burger King. Some of them might be, you know, an assistant manager at Dollar Tree or something like that. But here you guys are all meeting at the high school reunion. White people, do y'all get the hate like that to where they look at you and say, you think you're all that? Oh, you look at you, you think you're uppity now. You think that you're something because you have your degree or degrees. Oh, you think you're something because you are a doctor. You think you're something because you're a lawyer. Oh, you think you're something because, you know, you're a CEO. Oh, you think you're something because you started a business and own several car washes. I don't know. But I've always wanted to have a open forum with white people, asking them if they receive this same type of hate that black people do. I just wonder that. Do y'all get, do you get a thing, white people, that you are told that you're a disgrace to the race, or you might be a, I don't know how much uppity you can get, that you're just an uppity Caucasian, you're an uppity white person because of your accomplishment? Do y'all even get that? Do you go back to the neighborhoods that you grew up in? I don't care if you grew up in, because white people grew up in ghettos and stuff too. They grew up in trailer parks and projects. I don't care if you grew up in the suburbs. But when you go back to your home and the neighborhoods and the friends that you're around, do you receive that type of animosity? Do you receive that hate? Because a lot of us blacks, we do. So all this talk that a lot of black people get, man, black people, we struggle. This is what's funny about this. Black people of a certain mindset, We do all this crying about the struggle. We do all this crying about the white man. We do all this crying about systemic racism. We do all this crying about microaggressions that's in our DNA that we receive on a daily basis from white people who are racist. We just trying to get ahead talk. We just trying to get out of here talk. We just want a little bit of privilege talk. But if you accomplish something that a white, quote, privileged person accomplished, shouldn't y'all be proud that black people are doing those things? Shouldn't you be happy? Oh, no. I'm just keeping it 100% real. Majority of you Negroes of a certain mindset, you instantly get pissed off because the very thing that you cry and complain about that we're struggling with, some of us got past that. And you're pissed off about that. So what do you want out of this? Either we do it or we don't. Certain black people in here, what is it? Some of you that listen to this at a later time, Negroes of a certain mindset that come at me, come at Dr. Becton, come at Dr. Robert, come at Dr. Izzy. You come at Dr. Antoine. Dr. Antoine is on Instagram right now. He can show you the hoods and stuff he grew up in. Black man. But still, he's a spine surgeon. I wouldn't even want to go that route. I mean, hips and knees is way easier, but he's a spine surgeon. And we all get the same exact type of hate. Look at this nigga forehead. Look at this nigga hairline. Look at this nigga glasses. Look at this nigga shiny skin. Look at this nigga big nose. And it's you Negroes that are doing it. We go around. This is so crazy, man. This is really what's crazy. We can go around, and I'm gonna try to get something together just to show y'all proof. I'm gonna try to get Dr. Becton, Dr. Antoine, Dr. Roberts, Dr. Izzy. I'm gonna get us all together, and we gonna have a panel, a forum, in you know, ethnic depreciated neighborhoods or surroundings. And I'm telling you right now, when we do these things, we open it all to the public, right? We open it to the public. Let them know. Matter of fact, what we do, we don't even say our race. We don't say, hey, we got three black doctors. I mean, we got 5 black doctors. We got 5 black doctors of physical therapy. We got 5 black nurse practitioners. We got 5 blacks. We don't say that. We don't do any of that. When we do these things, we just say, here goes some doctors, here goes some PTs, here goes some nurse practitioners, here goes some CEOs, here goes some lawyers. We don't say no color. And when we have these open forums, questions and things like that in these so-called disenfranchised area, majority of the people that show up are white and Indian and some other. Not a lot of them are black. And yet at the same time, you get this rhetoric of crying and complaining about black people ain't this, black people ain't that. Look at these uppity Negroes. They think they something. Come in here. All these Negroes grew up with a spoon in their mouth. These Negroes they not like us. That's the dumbest stuff. You're right. We're not like you. But what's crazy is that when we have these open forums of how do you want to be successful? Do you want to go the route of a doctor? We can network with you things. We are alumni to these colleges, and we can kind of say, hey, we got some young folks that's trying to get in here, but oh no. You get there and you receive so much hate. Y'all start making up all these excuses that we are uppity. We trying to be white. You Negroes didn't have it hard. I mean, it doesn't even matter. No, we can show y'all where we grew up at. We can show y'all the homes. We can have folks in the neighborhood. We can have folks in the hood. We can have folks in the hood testifying. Oh yeah, I knew little Ty. Hey, Ty was crazy, man. He was bad, man. You know, you have the old heads that'll say stuff like that. We can show folks all that all day long, but overall majority, black folks of a certain mindset, you are not going to appreciate that. You are not going to like it. You are going to be pissed. You're going to be mad. You're going to be envious because of our accomplishments, because of our success. And then if we sit there and oh my God, it's so amazing to me. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say majority of you that are in if you're at least, I don't know, if you're at least 10 years old and above, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most of you know how to write with a pencil. I don't know, in today's world with all the technology, maybe they don't teach writing no more. I know they don't teach in cursive writing, But I'm going to go out on a limb and say majority of everybody that's listening to me in this feed right now, majority of you guys know how to write. Okay? Majority of you guys know how to write. Tell me this. How did you learn how to write? Huh? If you are 80s kids, and I don't know, 80s into the 2000s, I don't know if people still do this to this day. A lot of you know how to ride a bike. Tell me, how did you learn how to ride a bike? How did you learn how to ride a bike? Majority of you in here, you know how to write, you know how to ride a bike. So a lot of us in here right now, majority of you, you know how to drive. Who taught you how to do those things? You would say an instructor, you would say a teacher, you would say your mom, you would say your dad, you would say something like that, right? That's what you would say. Why is it then that when it comes to people like Dr. Becton, like Dr. Antoine, like Dr. Iggy, like Dr. Roberts, like Dr. Jean, a woman, like me, like Anton Daniels, like a whole lot of other successful black men and women, why is it that when it comes to those things, and we tell you, if you want to know how to become these things, this is how we can teach you to do it. Why is it that y'all start making up excuses for us? Oh no, no, that's some BS. How come no white man? This one, I really need you to listen to this. How come no white man kept you from learning how to write? How come systemic racism didn't keep you from learning how to write? Why right now in 2025, systemic racism is not keeping you from knowing how to read? Why is systemic racism is not keeping you from riding a bike? Why is systemic racism or the white man or microaggressions or why isn't any of those things keeping you from learning how to drive? You know how to drive, don't you? Huh? Why, ladies? I'm asking why. Why? What are you gonna say? That's different. No, that's different. Oh no, see, you on some bull crap now. No, all I'm saying to you right now, you are not understanding the overall message of what I'm saying right now. You just completely missed it. My point in saying that is this. Somebody had to teach you how to do what you are doing right now. And if I was to tell you, listen to this, because y'all might think it's really elementary, and it's very quite simple. If I was to tell you right now, if I was to tell you, hey, you're not going to be able to learn how to read and write. You're not going to be able to learn how to operate your cell phone. Why is that, Ty? Because of the systemic racism. Because of white privilege. White privilege is the reason why you don't know how to drive a car. White privilege is the reason why you don't know how to write. White privilege is the reason why you don't know how to ride a bike. White privilege is the reason why you don't know how to tie your shoes. White privilege is the reason why, you don't know how to use a computer. It's because of white privilege. It's because of systemic racism. What if I was to tell you that? What if I was to tell you guys that? So some of you that are in here right now that might be throwing some shade and hate, you're not understanding this issue. Now imagine me going and telling somebody, oh, you want to learn how to write? Oh, I can teach you how to write because I know how to write. Not everybody good like that. Not everybody gonna know how to write. Not, okay, you know what? If you don't want to learn how to write, then why are we having this conversation? All I'm saying is that not everybody like you. You lucky. You got big hands. You got long fingers. That's why you know how to write real good. Everybody, see, when I start to hear bull crap like that, I've done this for too long to where I'm not going to deal with you no more. So once you learn how to write and you can write very good, you can write very well, you have really good penmanship, I would say you are accomplished. You are successful, but you're successful at knowing how to write. Y'all follow what I'm saying? You are successful at knowing how to write. Now, what about read? I will teach you the basic fundamentals of ABCs and how to pronounce words. And see what I'm saying, y'all? Some of y'all are not understanding this. This is a really good lesson if you're paying attention to what I'm saying. You learned how to read, right? Now that you learn how to read efficiently, now you got to learn how to comprehend. Once you comprehend, look what you've accomplished. Now you're successful at reading. You're successful at comprehending. That's another goal that you've accomplished. You see what I'm saying? Now, why is it that all of us in here right now, if you're listening to me right now, you understand English? Why is that? When you were a kid, didn't your parents talk to you? Didn't they do the hot, cold? Now imagine, no, ever since I was a little baby, the reason why I don't even know how to talk for real, Ty, because systemic racism. I'm not about to speak that white man language, so I just go around going, Some of y'all in here acting like y'all just be talking like, you don't speak that, you speak English, okay? You speak English. Ty, why are you saying all this? Because my point is, all of us right now that are doing anything, unless you are brilliantly blessed with the gift of being self-taught in everything, someone had to instruct you, someone had to teach you, someone had to lead you, someone had to guide you. Plain and simple. Now, those excuses I just gave you guys, y'all would sit up there and say, Ty, that is so elementary. I mean, who would make up excuses to keep on blaming somebody else for not being able to write? Well, you guys are giving me those same excuses right now for not becoming an electrician, becoming a doctor, becoming a lawyer, becoming a welder, becoming a teacher, becoming a physician assistant, becoming a I already said doctor, becoming a you can just name off what you want to name off. Y'all give me the same exact type of excuse, but yet at the same time, you have no desire to want to learn. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all. A lot of black people, this is what you guys tell me. This is what y'all keep on saying to me. And yet you get pissed off at me and try to make it seem like I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. I'm just well learned. I'm not smarter than the next man. I'm not smarter than most of you guys in this chat. I'm very well learned in what I know. Some of you guys in here may be electricians. Y'all might be welders. I couldn't say nothing to you about welding, what makes the types of weld. I couldn't say nothing to you guys because that's not my craft. That's yours. That's your gift. You're well learned in that. But by you being well learned, you're able to pass that on and teach somebody else what you know. But can you imagine somebody, oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I can't do all that right there. Because see, I just don't deal with them. So when it all comes down to it, you're going to find through life, my young mentees, it's going to come down to individualism. You can't associate yourself with a race. You can't associate yourself with a culture. Associate yourself with who you are and what you want to be and what you want to accomplish, and find other people who are like-minded, network with those people, and you will be able to accomplish that thing that you want to accomplish with what it is that you want to do. Not with what you were told to do or what you were told to think, but based off of what you want to do, plain and simple. And I'm telling you right now, no matter what you do, once you start to accomplish and become successful, be ready for the black people of a certain mindset to completely try to tear down and destroy what you worked hard to build. But you got to have the mindset of saying, like, you see how I am. You see how Mr. Ty is. I am not associated with you Negroes of a certain mindset. I am not associated with you white people of a certain mindset. I'm not associated with any of you. All y'all, I can't do it. I can't make it. I'm not associated with none of you. Notice how I included white people in there too, because white people have the same mindset as well as a lot of black people of a certain mindset from certain areas of a certain culture. They just make up excuses. They can't do it. My family ain't never been smart. We don't come from smartness. I can't do all that. I don't got time. I don't feel like it. I don't associate myself with individuals like that. I associate myself with individuals that will say things like, hey, let's just give it a shot. Hey, and if we don't accomplish it or make it, let's see what went wrong. And whatever went wrong, let's fix that and then go at it again. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to accomplish the things that I want to accomplish, the things that I set out to accomplish. If there's anybody that's going to try to tear that down, oh, nigga, I don't associate myself with you. So yes, look past the skin. Look past all the skin. Look past the mindsets of some of these people that aren't going anywhere, but yet they have all the answers. They'll tell you that you're not doing something right, and yet they haven't made no moves. You have grown. You have become successful. You made it out of the trailer park. You made it out of the ghetto. You made it out of the hood. You made it out of the backwoods. You made it out of the ghetto. And yet those same people of that mindset that are in those places have the nerve to try to tell you that you ain't doing right, that you not like us, that you might be skinfolk, but you ain't kinfolk. Oh my freaking God. Yes, you darn right. I don't belong to none of you at all, plain and simple whatsoever. They're going to continue to hate you, plain and simple. It has nothing to do with you being skinfolk and kinfolk, or you may look like us or you not like. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the hatred and the jealousy they have in their hearts for you accomplishing something that they did not. And here's a quote I always say to my young people, and they all know it, and I'm going to leave y'all with this. You're hating on me. Why? Because you want to place your limits on me based off of what you are incapable of achieving. And I say it all the time. My young people know that. Do not try to place your limits on me based off of what you are incapable of achieving. And with that being said, folks, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Got to get ready to hit the gym. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.